Unpacking the Buddha's First Discourse. Episode 1, The Middle Way. First, what do we even mean by unpacking? We can define unpacking as the intense scrutiny of traditional Buddhist and Zen texts, a scrutiny that often breaks down the texts sentence by sentence, term by term, and occasionally word by word. And why even unpack at all? Why? Because not all of us have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living, breathing, enlightened teacher. Understanding that in the Zen tradition, it's this engagement that substitutes for the critical reading of the traditional texts. And so, for those who don't have the opportunity to regularly engage with a living teacher, there must be a return to the traditional texts as teacher. And with that return is the understanding that the texts are best approached as sequences of riddles, or perhaps as sequence of landmines. And these riddles must be reconciled, these landmines cleared, if we are to truly make progress. Let's begin. Consider the following text excerpted from the Sutta, setting in motion the wheel of the Dhamma. At one time, the Buddha was staying near Varanasi, in the deer park at Isipatana. There, the Buddha addressed the group of 5 mendicants. Mendicants. These two extremes should not be cultivated by one who has gone forth. What two? Indulgence in sensual pleasures, which is low, crude, ordinary, ignoble, and pointless. And indulgence in self-mortification, which is painful, ignoble, and pointless. Avoiding these two extremes, the realized one understood the middle way of practice, which gives vision and knowledge and leads to stillness, to direct knowledge, to self-awakening, and to unbinding. And in aiding in the unpacking of this brief excerpt, we might consider a handful of questions. First, the Buddha is lecturing the group of 5 mendicants. How should this context shape our understanding of the various topics that will be covered? Next, what does the phrase "one who has gone forth" suggest about the intended audience of this teaching? And how might it shape the meaning of the message? What are the two extremes that the Buddha advises against? Why might they seem reasonable? And why are they ultimately considered unworthy of cultivation? What do the terms vision and knowledge likely signify in this context? And how do they relate to the process of awakening described here? And finally, the Buddha states that the middle way leads to stillness, to direct knowledge, to self-awakening, and to unbinding. How might these 4 outcomes function as progressive gates on the path to liberation? And so, we've gotten started on the Buddha's first discourse. More to come.